Hi, my name is 𝒊𝒔𝒊𝒏𝒈, and this is Missing Midwest, a true crime podcast about those that have gone missing. Today's story is about an elderly man who went missing under very suspicious circumstances. Despite having a suspect, no one has been arrested, and he's never been found. This is Missing Midwest, and someone knows something. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? I haven't seen you all day. We just ran in here to record.
Yep, I'm doing well.
Have a good day?
I did. Monday. Came after it.
Any kids make fun of you?
No.
That's good.
I played a little hoops today at recess.
Are they nice kids
I beat
or
the
mean
fifth
kids?
graders. They're pretty nice.
Okay,
It's a pretty good class.
That's good. I need to make them cookies.
You do. They keep asking when
Actually,
you're going to come
I'm
in.
making cookies for the class this week that I have, and then I owe some coworkers cookies, so I'll just make some extra for your kids.
Right on. They'll be
And since
excited
I
about
said that, it's going to actually hold me to it, so there you go.
There you go. They'll call me out on it like day one after this episode. They'll be like, Mrs. Keith said she was bringing us cookies.
Give me a second. Jeez, guys. Any announcements?
We have this giveaway going here in November
Yes.
for our merch giveaway. We're trying to beef up our subscriptions for Murdered Midwest. We are up to 5 episodes by the time you're hearing this of bonus content. Maybe 6 by the time this episode airs, something like that. But we have a new episode coming out for Murdered Midwest every single week, and the Murdered Midwest episodes are only for our paid subscribers. It's $10 a month. You'll get some stickers. You'll get the bonus episodes. Kayla makes these cool phone backgrounds that I can't make and sends them out to you. And then you'll be entered to win a giveaway. Our goal is to get 70 subscribers by the end of November. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. We need you guys.
Yeah, we have some good episodes lined up.
Just in general, our merch store is awesome.
Yeah,
we got our
saw
own
that.
shirts ordered, and I can't wait to get them.
Yeah.
Should be any time here. I do have one more announcement. I'm really excited about this. Since we started this podcast back in July, I was like, I want to do the OJ case for my birthday. The OJ Simpson case. Obviously, it's a really famous case. Some people think there's a lot of conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theory person, so I'm out on conspiracy theories. I think it's just straight up fact that OJ is actually innocent, and I think we all know who did it once we look at the evidence provided. So I made from Murdered Midwest a 2-part episode, and I released part 1 on my birthday, which was yesterday if you're listening to this. And I'm really excited about it. It's a subscription episode, so you have to, join our subscription to be able to hear part 1 and part 2. We have, I think it's our 6th and 7th bonus episodes. But yeah, I believe O.J. Simpson is a terrible human being. I do not think he murdered those people, and I think I know who did. But yeah, any other announcements that you got for us?
No. Anything exciting?
We're getting close to
in our lives?
finding out gender of baby. We're not there yet.
Yep, that's
Getting
true.
closer. We're like a month away by the time this episode airs.
We can't decide on a name. Maybe we should just let all the listeners decide, because that's a terrible idea.
No offense to all of you. I'm not doing that. I've got
Well,
some
we just
front
would
runners.
rather argue about it for the next.
That's what's going to happen,
Yeah,
no matter what.
Fine. Anything else?
I don't think so. I'm ready to hear the case. Let's roll.
Okay. You know what's stressful? Buying and selling a house. Just over a year ago, we were in the middle of the process, and it was overwhelming. I am so thankful that we had someone like Amber to guide us through the process. She knew what to do and when to do it. You were so concerned about pricing and loans, and I was just concerned with the colors and the layout. Oh, you remember that?
Yes. Amber kept everything in mind, and we are in our dream house because of her. If you are looking to buy or sell in or around the Howard County area, you have to give Amber a call, or you can just give her a text, 765-865-1118.
You can follow her on Facebook at Amber White, Realtor/Broker with Carrie Gruhl and Associates. She posts the latest listings, giveaways, and even helpful home tips.
We are so grateful for Amber and all her help.
Well, we are in Cleveland, Ohio today. Cleveland is over north Ohio, right?
Yep, northeast.
Is it by Sandusky? We've been to Sandusky.
Yes.
It's over in that general direction. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is some exciting news. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
They have, within city limits in Cleveland, Ohio, $25 generals. That is a record.
The fall decor.
It's Christmas
Flowing.
now. Get with it.
Oh, sorry.
What in the world?
It's still
If you're
October.
I mean,
Forget
wow.
it's not
Christmas
till
is
October?
out and we're ready for Christmas. We've moved on.
Okay. Sorry.
I mean, I'm still probably going to buy the clearance fall stuff, but I'm ready for Christmas.
Jeez, me too.
You clearly don't. You don't know the.
I'm asking for forgiveness right here on air here.
Whatever.
Gee whiz.
Whatever. Anyway, so $25 Generals feels like I feel like that's a trip in itself. You could just do a Dollar General tour of Cleveland. So we are learning today about it's kind of a short case because there's not a lot of information on it, but it's just sad. Like, it's going to make you kind of sad. Well, okay. It's going to make you, there's just a lot of mixed emotions, okay? I'm sad, but also, like, he was kind of a jerk, but he's still, like, it's because he's old. He was an old man. He went missing when he was 78 years old, and he looks like kind of like the little old man from Up, but he was also kind of
Is that the only
jerk.
reason you did this case? Because he looks like the old man from Up?
I mean, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good story,
Okay.
and I think he deserves some more attention, but he also was kind of a jerk. But anyway, Herbert Allen, I also like the name Herbert. Maybe we could name the baby Herbert.
Nope, I'm out.
Okay. He has been missing since November 23rd, 2006. He was 78 years old when he went missing. His current age is 90. He would be 95 today. He was 5'9", 160 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Herbert, who went by Herb, was born on September 8th, 1928. He grew up in Cleveland. He attended Collinwood. He attended Collinwood High School. He graduated in 1946. He went on and he worked for General Motors as a tool and die maker, and he got married in 1950. He continued to live and work in Cleveland. However, in 1994, his wife, after 44 years of marriage, left him, filed for divorce, and was like, I'm out. She said that Herb beat her and that she was in a very abusive marriage. So to that, I say, come on, Herb. Like, don't be a jerk. Why were you doing that? But that doesn't mean he deserves to be missing with nobody looking for him, but he was.
It's debatable. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's super mixed feelings. After the divorce, Herb lived alone. He had just a few friends, and he was described as like a loner, honestly. He was just somebody that wanted to be alone. He preferred it. He lived alone, didn't talk to many people. And then a couple years after his divorce, in 1996, Herb found himself in some legal trouble. Why did I feel sorry for him? It's just getting worse. He was charged with grand theft because he allegedly stole $16,000 in life insurance from his brother, who had dementia.
Jeez.
Maybe my pregnancy self made me feel sorry for Herb, but now that I'm reading this, I'm like, wow, Herb.
Yeah, not cool.
Not cool, Herb. Look at him, though. He's just a little old man. See his picture? Cody, pull up his picture. He looks nice.
He does look nice. I'll
right?
give you that for sure.
Maybe that was it. Anyway, Herb told police he was going to pay the money back, and so the charges were dropped. Not enough to make him nice, is it? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, so in 2006, Herb lived on East 340th Street in Cleveland, Ohio, all by his lonesome self. He was divorced, retired. All he did, he met weekly for breakfast with his other old man friends at the Vesa Lodge every week. Every Friday morning, they met for breakfast. That's cute.
I mean, life goals someday.
Listen up. If you're a small business owner like myself, you understand the value of time. There is always something to be done, and it's up to you to do it. Your business is your baby, and you rarely can trust others with it. But what if I told you that I had somebody that you can trust, someone that can save you time and help your business grow? I do. With Bo Digital, you have access to an entire team that will be there for you with marketing and advertising. It doesn't matter what the size of your budget or your business is. Bo can help you take the stress of marketing off your plate and free up your time to do more of the things you love to do with your business. Bo is a marketing company and a business partner, but my favorite thing about them is that they have become true friends. You can find out more about them and what they offer at bodigital.com. Take it from me and put a bow on it. Herb had seen a friend, or been with some friends in Cleveland on November 23rd, 2006, because it was Thanksgiving. And he was, it never said if it was family or friends or whatever, but it was like a Thanksgiving gathering, and he was there. And police did confirm that. But he missed the next couple of weeks of Breakfast Club. And then so he missed the next couple weeks of Breakfast Club, and his friends were like, I mean, yeah, that was unusual, but also not unusual because Herb just likes to be by himself, you know, like sometimes he doesn't come around all that often. So before he was even reported missing, though, on December 12th, so we went from November 23rd.
Say that's like more than 2 weeks.
To December 12th.
Almost
Yeah,
2
I mean,
weeks.
I hope if I go missing, somebody notices sooner than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And actually, the hard truth is nobody noticed he was missing. Police found his minivan. So really, he never was reported missing. But on December 12th, they found his minivan in New Mexico.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's not close to Cleveland. For
But
those of you
Herb was not there. And so he's never been seen since then, like since the Thanksgiving meal.
So he was in Cleveland for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, they found his minivan. And that's how they found out he was missing. Nobody reported him missing. So sad life, right? But also you were abusive and you stole from somebody with dementia. So I guess nobody notices when people like that go missing.
I guess
that's
not.
kind of sad. Anyway,
I am intrigued by the puzzle now.
Also, so
Cody's got it up here.
Yeah, there's a map. It was like
1,600 miles.
Cross-country trip here that Herb's minivan made without him.
Jeez.
So I should backpedal. I forgot a little section of maybe not so shining information about Herb. Maybe I was trying to break it up.
You fell in love with the old man picture.
I did. The old man picture blinded me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to post it because it is a cute old man picture. But so from 1998 to 2006, Herb had a few, also known as a dozen, violations and fines related to his rental properties. He had a lot of properties. He was a landlord. Apparently not a good landlord. But yeah, so he had just like different, health code violations and stuff like that.
For like the properties that he was renting to others.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I forgot to mention that. Like I said, I think I was trying to break up the badness. Anyway, so meanwhile, let's get back to New Mexico. On December 12th, there were some employees at a truck stop, and they noticed this customer was pumping gas and acting a bit weird. They did not say what the person was doing that warranted a phone call to the police, but it did. So I'd have to say it was pretty obvious. Something was really strange going on over there, because they called the police, but when the police arrived, the person in the minivan had already left. However, police were able to track him down a few miles down the road. When they pulled the minivan over, it was a 1995 minivan registered to Herbert Allen from Cleveland, Ohio. When they asked this man for his identification, they realized that it was a man named Terry White from Cleveland, Ohio. Terry said Herb was his landlord, and he had loaned him the van a couple weeks ago. Sus.
I was going to say.
As your students would say, sus.
Super sus.
Police were unable to reach Herb to confirm this story, so they sent police to Herb's home in Cleveland. They found a note on Herb's refrigerator, and it said, "I'm going on a trip, and I've asked one of my tenants to take care of my landlord duties. Herb."
Also sus.
Police aren't sure whether Herb actually wrote this note or not, but when police did search the minivan, they found a .22 caliber rifle and some traces of blood on the passenger side door.
Great.
Also sus, yes. So as they looked more into this, they learned that Terry White was not only using Herb's minivan, but also his credit cards.
That is not a good sign.
Yeah, and he was paying for his gas and his food for this little cross-country trip he was on.
Herb said I could.
Herb apparently told him, yeah. Then they found out that Terry had been one of Herb's tenants in one of his rental properties. However, he had been evicted by Herb about a week before.
Nice.
Yeah, red flag number 76.
I was like, what is, yeah.
So Terry White was arrested on the weapons charge. I don't know. He spent the next 2 years in prison for that. I don't know how he wasn't arrested on the credit card fraud or the stealing of the vehicle fraud, I guess, because they couldn't prove that Herb didn't give him permission.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. He has never admitted to any involvement in Herb's disappearance, and he has maintained his innocence the entire time. Police did rule Herb a victim of homicide, and that is all there is. That is it. Nobody's looking for Herb. The first thing I do when I look at a missing person case is go to Facebook, because there is always a Facebook page for a missing person,
Sure.
usually ran by close family or friends.
Sure.
and then I can get on there and see what they're saying. They always have the latest updates, posts, news articles, stuff like that. Nothing for Herb. There is no family looking for Herb. There's nothing. I have no idea why this Terry person wasn't charged in his disappearance. I mean, it's all circumstantial evidence, yes, but like very compelling. I mean, come on. He's got the car and the credit cards. He's been evicted.
So
He's
like
got reason.
they were just like, yeah, this guy said he didn't do it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I would love
so
to be able
confused.
to ask like what they found. Did they like search his house like forensically when you went back?
This like scares me.
Blood was in the car. Where is his family? He obviously had a brother because he stole from him. Probably not on the best terms now. He also had dementia and he stole from him a long time ago, so he might not even be around. But there's just nobody pulling for Herb. Nothing in the media.
The fact that
You Google and there's like literally one news article that Cleveland does. One of the news station has a missing person segment, but it's all it is like his little old man picture, his name, and when he went missing and what number to call. Like,
so you're telling me
nothing.
that if the gun wasn't in this car, this guy wouldn't have gone to jail even for 2 years.
I guess so, because
that scares the crap out of me.
The
honestly.
only thing he did wrong was he had that gun with it was no permit, I guess. But
what's stopping me from just like stealing a car and driving across the country and be like, no, he gave me permission?
As long as they can't find that person to verify the permission, then yeah. That's why
it's just crazy.
So I know, and that's that's what stuck out to me with this one. Like,
no, it's cool. I got his credit card. We're good.
Yeah, like that was like, it's like a kind of a short case, but I mean, this guy just got away with murder, like more than likely. And I can't find Terry White. I looked all over. I searched the New Mexico arrest records, Cleveland. I could not find a record of his arrest.
So this landlord,
Cody's typing. He's probably going to pull it up in like 2 seconds.
I'm just imagining.
I couldn't find it.
I'm the cop. I'm like, sir, can I see your license registration? All right, well, your license doesn't match the registration. No, it's cool. My landlord that evicted me a couple weeks ago told me I could have it. Told me I could use it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. How are you paying for things?
That's exactly how this went.
Well, I don't have any money, so I'm using his credit card. My landlord said, the guy that evicted me a couple weeks ago, said I could use his credit card.
There's a note on his fridge. It's fine.
And it's like, man, you have a gun in the car. You can't have that. You're going to do 2 years in jail, but then you're good. Like, I believe you. I believe you.
It was like 18 months he got out of jail.
Wow.
So I just think it's crazy. Like, Herb was not the most upstanding citizen. But he is a cute old man, and he disappeared, and no one has been held responsible, and literally nobody's looking. And this Terry person is just out there
stealing cars and using credit cards.
Stealing cars, and I guess, which if I had to guess, I would bet my very beloved cat Cheddar that Terry has since then gotten in trouble as well.
Yeah.
So he's probably not living an upstanding life
That's
either.
what I'm saying. Like, you can't find him like any crimes committed by Terry
That's the
White.
thing too. I could not find I don't know. And that's the other thing. I only had his name Terry White. Like, there's more than one Terry White, so I didn't know like in Cleveland, Ohio, and who knows if he even went back to Cleveland, Ohio. He drove from Cleveland 1,600 miles to Mexico.
Once you get to New Mexico, it sounds like he was trying to flee the country. Wonder if he just went ahead and did that. Honestly,
he could have.
Could have been like, wow, guys, he's probably talking in Cancun right now. Like, you guys aren't going to believe this.
I just think it's so sad.
I stole a car and credit cards. I got in trouble, had to spend 18 months for a gun. But then they just let me go, and now I'm here in Cancun.
But then also, Herb has never turned up. Like, no body has ever turned up anywhere.
Jeez, to me, like...
Insane.
Hiding a body is just not...
I was even looking for, like, property records, because if he owned all these rental properties and his house, so he just stopped paying his bills because he disappeared, who was making the payments? Like, that falls on family, I'm assuming, when you pass away. And if nobody makes the payments, then all these properties have to be taken by the bank. So it's like, where...
Well, you said they ruled it a homicide, so that all his crap had to be like...
Yeah, I guess.
Handed down.
I don't think it was ruled a homicide. It was right away. I
mean,
it's not ruled a homicide. They just believe he was a victim of homicide.
Wow.
They believe he was a victim of foul play and homicide. So I'm sure that they didn't just like do that the next week. I'm sure a couple mortgage payments passed before.
Did they like fingerprint the note? And
that's why I have so many questions, and there's no information on it.
Terry, can you write on a sticky note here? Just going on a trip.
Yeah, I don't.
My tenants are taking care of everything.
It just ticked me off.
The ones I evicted last week.
It ticked me off, and I think I was a little bit blinded by how cute the old man was, but still, I feel like Herbert Allen deserves a little bit more than he's getting. So here we are on Missing Midwest. I hope somebody knows something.
If you ever beat your wife and end up on one of our episodes, I'm gonna feel zero bad for you. I feel zero bad for Herb.
Really?
None.
Okay.
No. Sorry, Herb. You're a douche. I just can't fathom it. Can't fathom it. But you know what? If someone knows something, and if you see a guy named Terry White, don't lend him your car.
Or your credit card.
Or your credit card. Or anyone else named anything else ever. Don't do that. Yeah.
Well, if you know anything about Herbert Allen, please call the Cleveland Police Department at 216-623-5262 because I guarantee that Terry was talking to somebody or someone saw someone knows something.
Always.
Someone knows something.
This podcast is a So.Will.I.Studos production. So will I.